Hello everyone, so I'm back with another update. This was pretty much just styling. I pretty much had the functionality completed for the page that I've already built out, so I just went ahead and added the styling. So I'll start with the nav bar. The hover effect, I added this orange little squiggly line. I thought it looked cool. And the shop button, I use transform scale just to make it stand out more, and I put the white outline to really make it pop against the image background. The footer links have the same, hover effect as the nav link at the top, just for consistency. And then I kept the same orange color for the hover effect for the social media icons. I gave the select tag just ever so slight gray background just to make it more noticeable, and I made the text bolder just to make it stand out. I can't remember if I had done this before, but I increased the size of the radio button and the checkboxes just so they're easier to click on, especially when you're on mobile. And then this was only 3 columns, but I made it 4. I just thought the products were too big. So when you click on it, I added the loader as well. I don't know if you caught that, but it's just 3 circles. They're actually divs with a border radius of 50%. And then I used a keyframe, and then all it does is translate Y like negative 10 or 15 pixels. And it's on a delay, which looks like they're kind of moving. I made this a flex because this was like a giant image up here and then the text was at the bottom. I like how it looks better to have the description plus the image side by side. I added a little bit of, this is actually a details HTML element, detail mixed with a summary tag. This is not like an accordion like most people would think of. This comes out of the box. I just added a transition. So I realized you can basically animate it I animated the height basically. So it has a height to start, and then the transition that you're seeing is just the height kind of gradually increasing basically. Only thing I don't necessarily like about it is you can't animate when it closes. It just closes abruptly. All right, so we're going to add it to cart. And if you notice, I made it so that when you have this same particular item in the cart, the button transforms and then it has like a plus or minus. So if I wanted to increase the count up here, so you increase from 1 to 2. And also I added this little like notification on top of the cart. And then I also have it in the footer. It's just inverted colors because it's on a burgundy background. And if I want to take this item away, hit the minus sign, and you see the count goes down. So I'm just going to go ahead and put 2 in the cart. And then for all the buttons that, the buttons basically for the hover, for the most part, I just inverted the colors to kind of keep it consistent. Except this button is going to be different because I wanted to make sure that the plus and minus buttons kind of stand out so that you know that you can click on them. So go back, catch the loader again if you were looking, add this one too, and let me go back and see, it remembers if this is in the cart, it'll automatically show up as this regular button. And then here I'll show you, if I decrease it, it goes back to a regular add to cart button. I just thought that was a cool little touch. So I add it back to all products, and let's go to the cart. So I use grid because it irritated me. At first I had Flexbox, but I hated that like they didn't really line up that well because like some of these products have a really small description. So I use grid to accomplish this. And then instead of the delete button, I thought it looked better to have the icon. I really wanted this to be burgundy, but I feel like more people are just so used to the trash icon being red. I feel like changing that, I don't know, people wouldn't expect that would actually be what this button is for. So I just kept it as red. And then these quantity buttons. So when an item is at 1 and you decrease the quantity, it just removes it. And then you increase the quantity. And then up here, these numbers are coming from the same state value. So they're always going to apply. And then down here. And then I added the subtotal. I just put it in a little box. I'm going to put it in the center, kind of make it pop and make it stand out a little bit more and increase the size of the font. Oh, part 2, hold on. Sorry about that. I'm using a free recording software, by the way. So my 5-minute timer had run out. So that's why I said hold on, because I had to start a new video to get the rest of it. Because I forgot, if I'll go home and then, all right, so I added mobile styling. Well, this was already here, of course. And this state still persists. The same little notification let you know how many items are in the cart. So click on shop. Now, since it's on mobile and the filter was pretty wide, I added a toggle button that only shows on mobile. And when you click it, look at that. Cool little animation. Really simple. Just do transform scale 0, meaning it has no size. And then to toggle it, make the transform 1. And all that does is another way of like display none or visibility hidden. The difference is you can animate that when you do it. So write that down. And then just add a transition and like a little time to it so that it does it over time. And that's what makes it animate like that. So I just kept the filters the full size, and then everything just in one row on mobile. And then just click on an item, same little loader, and then everything's just centered. Same animation. All right, and then go to the cart. I had to keep playing with this one. I was trying to make it so it didn't take up so much space, but this is the best that I could come up with, because I still wanted you to be able to see the item. So you got the item, the title, and then I just put the change quantity button right up under it plus the price. And then I didn't like how it looked to have the trash icon in the center. I thought it was kind of looked like an arrow pointing down to me, so it was too much. I wanted to make the trash icon kind of stand out, so I put it at the bottom right above the checkout. All right, so next, what I have to do is actually build out the checkout page, because right now it literally just says checkout page, and I haven't done anything else. But I'm going to put a form here, and like where you can put your card information. Of course, it's not going to be connected to the back end. It's just the front end, because I haven't learned that yet. But I wanted to like make it as realistic as I could. But yeah, thanks for watching.